Степень. Ни хрена не растем. Правильно. Да наоборот, не надо платно играть. Не надо платно играть. Ну вот это и было на самом деле. очень плотно. Был фигур, как говорится, да. Надо видеть, я зарубить.
Hello and welcome. My name is Brendan Hogue. Today I'm going to talk to you for a few moments about the topic of warming up for piano practice or for performing the piano. A lot of students ask me, do I need to warm up? And if so, how should I warm up? On the first question, whether you need to warm up depends on your individual circumstances. If we compare playing the piano to exercise for a moment, let's say if I were going to the gym to do a workout, would I need to do a warm-up before doing my workout? The answer is yes. On the other hand, if I were just going to take a short stroll down the street, would I need to warm up? The answer is no. And so it is with piano playing. If you're a beginner, playing a piece that's not particularly difficult, then no, you don't need to warm up. On the other hand, if you're a more advanced student, let's say you're practicing a Beethoven piano concerto, then yes, you do need to warm up. And of course, especially if you're going to perform, then you'll need to warm up. Now, of course, there's lots of different ways of warming up. And certainly, some of my students ask me questions like, do I need to play scales to warm up? Or perhaps Hanon exercises? And the honest answer is, you don't have to warm up in that particular way, although there's nothing wrong with warming up that way. But most students and most musicians I know warm up by simply playing the piano for a few minutes before they perform or before they get into their serious practice. But what about if you have, let's say, some stiffness in your hands, maybe a little bit of arthritis, or maybe you are about to give a performance in circumstances where you don't have the opportunity to sit down at a piano and warm up in the normal way by playing for 10, 15 minutes. Well, in those situations, there are some simple exercises I can show you right here, right now, that you can do anywhere at all. And whether you're a beginner or a more advanced student or an elderly student, these are exercises that will help you to relax your hands, let go in preparation for playing the piano. Now, if you'd like to join with me, I'll take you through a few little exercises. Now, the first one is to help relax our wrists. So just hold your hands out in front of you like this. What we're going to do is just gently shake your hands from side to side like this. Now, if you're an older person, maybe you've got some arthritis, don't do it too vigorously because we don't want you to experience discomfort. But for everyone else, go for your life. Okay? Now, after doing that for a few moments, what we're going to do is another variation. Just hold your hands up like this, and then basically wave from side to side, but in such a way that you're shaking your whole arm as you do it. And just with those two simple exercises, what we're doing is relaxing all of the muscles, basically from our fingertips to our shoulders, and also just to help loosen the wrists a bit more. You can rotate the hands each way and back the other way. So apart from loosening our wrists and our forearms, we also need to look at loosening our fingers. Now, the next thing we're going to do to help loosen our fingers is just join your hands together like this and try to make a nice straight line from one elbow to the other. And once you're in that position, just try to rotate your hands outwards till your fingers are pointing down as far as you can comfortably point down. And then come back the other way and point in towards your chest as much as you comfortably can. And you do that once or twice. What it's doing, because we don't want you to experience discomfort, but for everyone else, go for your life. Okay? Now, after doing that for a few moments, what we're going to do is another variation. Just hold your hands up like this, and then basically wave from side to side, but in such a way that you're shaking your whole arm as you do it. And just with those two simple exercises, what we're doing is relaxing all of the muscles, basically from our fingertips to our shoulders, and also just to help loosen the wrists a bit more. You can rotate the hands each way and back the other way. So apart from loosening our wrists and our forearms, we also need to look at loosening our fingers. Now, the next thing we're going to do to help loosen our fingers is just join your hands together like this and try to make a nice straight line from one elbow to the other. And once you're in that position, just try to rotate your hands outwards till your fingers are pointing down as far as you can comfortably point down. And then come back the other way and point in towards your chest as much as you comfortably can. And you do that once or twice. What it's doing is it's stretching basically the tendons that run all down through the hand into the forearm and just helping you to loosen. Now we're going to take our stretching just a little bit further. What we're going to do is basically bend the fingers of your hand back, just gently, not too harshly. That's just going to stretch those fingers a little bit more. You can do it with your thumb as well. And the same on the other hand. If you prefer, you can do it out in front like that. That's fine too. Once you've bent your fingers a little bit like that, to just help them free up, another thing you can do to take it one step further is just gently bend each individual finger back. Just give it a little stretch. Don't go too hard in order to hurt ourselves. But we're just doing a kind of a passive stretch for each finger like this. That really does help you loosen up and free up your fingers. And you can do it to your thumb. And just working through the other hand as well. Give each finger maybe 5 to 10 seconds. And just try to extend each finger as you bend back. And then once you've bent your fingers back like that, just give them a little shake out. The next thing we're going to look at is how to free up our thumb. Now, a lot of people think that the thumb stops there. It actually doesn't. The base of the thumb is this part here. Okay? And when you're playing scales, Many people incorrectly bend the thumb when they're passing the thumb under their hand. They bend the thumb from this knuckle here. But actually, you're supposed to bend from here because it enables you to pass your thumb further under the hand. Okay, so it goes all the way under like that. So it's important to loosen this part of your hand up here. And we do that by just massaging that bottom part of your thumb like this. Just really sort of press into it and give it a little rub. And that will help to free up your thumb, which is good for not only passing the thumb under the hand, but also it helps to open up the hand when you need to play wide intervals on the piano. Just do the other hand a little bit as well, massaging the very base of your thumb. Now that we've done that, there's one other little thing I want to show you, which is basically just stretching like that to really get those hands opening up. Okay. And then just a little shake to finish off. So there's just a few simple exercises you can do to help warm up before playing piano. And of course you can do these anywhere, you don't have to be at a piano. And of course you can also do playing in the air with your fingers like this, just to get them moving and whatnot. But really the main focus of your warm-up should be about loosening your fingers, loosening the muscles in your hands and in your arms. And once you've done that, you'll be ready to play the piano. So thanks for listening. Hope you found these little tips helpful, and see you next time.
Hi, my name is QIWI. I'm going to take grade 8 piano for Form 16 from 2021 to 2022 syllabus. I'm going to play 4 pieces. The first piece I'm going to play is Jingle by Christopher Norton, C2. The second